Meet Grace. She's on a cliff top, desperate, confused, and ready to jump. Meet Charlie, an annoying stranger who strikes up an awkward conversation as a storm brews on the horizon. As these two odd, damaged, and interesting minds meet, not everything is as it appears. This three-line summary describes the scene at the heart of Chloé Eckert's script that has just won a Flinders University Young Playwrights Award for 2012. And this week, the second-year creative writing student at Flinders saw her work come to life as professional actors from the State Theatre Company workshop the script, offering advice and stage perspectives under the direction of Associate Director Catherine Fitzgerald. Chloé's play, Sage, explores issues of mental illness, isolation, loneliness and despair. Dark themes that featured in a number of the submissions for the annual award.
I'd characterise her work as poetic. I think it's deeply moving and structurally very clever with a good twist at the end. And what I think she has managed to achieve is the very basics of a dramatic tension, which sounds really easy in theory of, one person wanting something, the other not. But she's managed to keep that tension throughout the whole piece, which is quite an achievement. Surprisingly enough, a lot of the themes of most of the entries we got, not all, but a lot, were about death. So young people are obviously very curious about death.
I read an article about a man who just passed away actually. He lived in Sydney and he used to live on a cliff top where he would stop people from committing suicide. And I was so fascinated by that story, I thought it was lovely. But then I was like, that's a very awkward conversation to begin with. My play is pretty much just a two-person dialogue in one location. So it's actually about a girl who is about to commit suicide. She's so hyped up in this one state and a complete stranger just comes along and sort of interrupts her, and it's very awkward, and he offers to stay and talk with her, and the conversation goes from very funny to awkward to serious and just like a natural conversation really.
The State Theatre Company workshop was an invaluable learning experience for Chloé, and the other winner of the 2012 award, Alfie Simpson, whose work Neil Worberton has risen, is described as a witty play raising questions about science, ethics, relationships and mortality.
Today's the first day of workshopping, but so far my script's covered in notes. It's really great. It's going to be even better by Friday.
I think as a strategic partnership it's a really good fit because obviously we employ a lot of Flinders University graduates through the Drama Centre, and last year Phil Kavanagh was a winning playwright. He went off to NIDA to do his postgraduate studies and won the Patrick White Award, so there's some good career pathing in there. Not saying we're taking all the credit for that, but I think an ongoing relationship with the university and education providers with professional industry is actually a really sensible way to go.
The exciting work of these two young writers will be on show on Friday evening at the Holden Street Theatre as the State Theatre Company actors perform a staged reading of their scripts.